here to see Mr. Darryl Strawberry and to enjoy the dinner here. It's just a good opportunity to see a legend. So.
And what about Mr. Strawberry, like, you admire about his character?
Actually, I'm actually here to get a signature for my father-in-law.
Can we see?
Oh, yeah, the signature right here. I figured I'd give it a gift for my father-in-law. He's a huge Darryl Strawberry fan.
Really?
So I'd figure it is a good gift to give him.
What about Darryl Strawberry, like, do you most admire as a baseball player yourself?
I think his 8 All-Stars kind of speak for themselves, and how many World Series he won too, both for the Mets and the Yankees, is pretty impressive. And just the fact that he was able to keep up such a good style of play for so long is impressive to me.
Were you excited to find out he was coming to Mercer?
Yeah, his son Jordan plays basketball here, so it kind of was a cool thing to know his son and see him come here and meet him too.
You know, we define success nowadays a lot of times in terms of numbers. Salespeople, how much do you sell? College presidents, how many students do you have? How much money can you raise? Coaches, how many wins can you get? When you talk about a numbers game, when you look at our guest tonight, stacks up pretty well. Darryl Strawberry came to the plate at a baseball game. It was must-see TV.
It wasn't always like this. There was a time that I was a heathen and I was a sinner, lost in the land of success, fame, and fortune. But let me start off by saying that it is indeed an honor to be here at Mercer University, to be able to speak to you guys today. And it starts off, from my life as a young man growing up in South Central California in a dysfunctional home. My dad was an alcoholic, and we came home raging. He beat the crap out of me and my brother Ronnie. It was this really very dysfunctional life that we lived until one night, because he came home and drunk and he pulled out a shotgun and he said he was going to kill us all. We were 13, 14 years old and we went into action immediately, just like that. So I finally got back together, got in high school, got myself together and realized that sports was really good, and I got attracted to playing sports. Sports was really good. I played football, I was a quarterback, played basketball, and I played baseball. I had a scholarship to go to Oklahoma State for basketball and baseball, but I decided to take baseball. I was the #1 draft pick in 1980. I got drafted by the New York Mets in 1980 out of high school, the first pick in the draft. They came and got me out of class, and I remember they said, "You've been drafted the #1 pick in the draft." I said, "Okay, that's great." They said, "You've been drafted by the New York Mets." I said, "Okay, that's great." I said, "Where the heck is New York?" I always kid God. I said, "God, you just had me born at the wrong time." I was just born at the wrong time back then, 19, when I was playing 1980 and drafted. It was just the wrong time. Because I signed out of high school. When I signed out of high school, I was #1 draft pick. I signed for $200,000. Now they signed for $10 million. So I was born at the wrong time. Just kidding. And this is for someone that's in here today that ever thinks about giving up. It's why you never give up, because you never know the journey. You never know the journey that's ahead of you. I came this close to quitting after the 1981 season in Lynchburg, Virginia. I came this close to quitting. Had I quit, I would have never came the next year. Next year, 1982, I came and I was the Texas League MVP. I was a year away from the big leagues. Next year, 21 years old, I went to AAA, started AAA. I stayed there 1 month, and I left from there and went to the big leagues. I always loved coming to Atlanta because I knew I was going to get some hits. Played 8 years in the big leagues in New York City for $8 million, achieving all kinds of things, winning World Series. But I was broken. I was hurting inside because there was issues. See, I think a lot of times people think if I make it and I have all this stuff, it's going to fix me. It's going to change everything about me. And it didn't. I just kept accumulating more and more stuff. After spending 8 years in the majors, I became a free agent. Signed the biggest contract of my life. and I was broken. I was hurting. What good does it do for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? That was me. That was me. I had gained the whole world. I had lost my soul. I had sold my soul to the devil. Because of the stuff that I was accumulating was supposed to keep me happy. I just signed a $20 million contract and I was miserable. And I went to a Mercer conference out in Anaheim, California. And this is my first introduction